Hey, good morning. So we're doing a roof clean today. We just got done doing our test spot on a perfectly new painted home. So you can see here is where I applied our cleaner, and so you can see it beating up there. This is our roof strength mix. So we do that just so that if when we're pre-wetting the house and making the gutters and the windows wetted down, when our solution overspray, when we're applying the cleaner, we don't want it to cause problems on the paint, whether it's new or old. So we do a paint test. So the goal here today is to get all of the organic growth, the mold, mildew, dirt, algae, Gleocapsa magma, all of that cleaned and treated. So the chemical we use is sodium hypochlorite. We dilute it in a way where it's safe and effective for the surface that we're cleaning. When you buy the product, it's generally from pool stores. Liquid chlorinator, Pool Shock, 12.5%. And so we dilute it to 30%, 40, sometimes 50, depending on the area that we're trying to clean. And so we start by applying the cleaner to the worst sides of the roof first. Let that dwell, let it soak in, give it 15 to 30 minutes of dwell time. And so right now we're prepping all the downspouts because we like to saturate our shingles to the point where the solution goes deep down into the shingles. Oftentimes roof cleaning companies or chemical companies that will try to sell you soap, loramine oxide, surfactants. But what we found over the years is using soap, it kind of makes a difference and it kind of doesn't. So we're in the process of getting our downspouts prepped here. And so sometimes we choose to get a downspout covered with a bag to collect our solution, and sometimes we don't. So we kind of have a principle, is if we were to have a big 3-foot hula hoop with us, if that hula hoop can go to the right or to the left, and if there's a plant within that zone, we bag it. And we make sure that it's not going to cause any problems if the solution was to just go right in onto the ground. So we always disconnect the underground drains. We don't want that stuff to go underground. We've killed a lot of grass. I don't like replanting grass, so I wanted to show you of a new product I found. This is called like NutriPods. We can put this little neutralizer and neutralizes sodium hypochlorite. These pods are designed for strategic use, providing peace of mind during outdoor projects. So let me open this up here. So they're kind of cool. So our strategy and what we plan to do is follow the instructions. I guess you're supposed to poke a hole in them, and it's almost like a dishwasher pod when you put them in the dishwasher. And so we're going to collect all of our solution, bag those, and then just before we leave, before we reconnect the downspout, we're going to put these in each underground drain. And so then if there's any more residual solution, or if a rainstorm comes, this helps neutralize the solution that we weren't able to collect because it was either in the gutters or in the downspouts. We're gonna spray this cleaner on, let it dwell, and let a rainstorm flush out our roof for us naturally. That seemed to be the easiest, most safest process. Like you can hire a company, or you can go up there and pressure wash, not power wash, but use a high volume tip to flush all the cleaner and all the organics out of the shingles. But it's very labor intensive. It can get dangerous. It can get scary. As an example, for some of the tips that we use to wash a roof, you can see on the holes of this J-rod how some of them are bigger than others. And so we use the widest tip at a specific distance that allows us to just massage all of the chemicals out, if we want to do that, or to release the lichen. Or the moss. Sometimes we manually brush the moss off. I know I'm kind of bouncing around from a lot of subjects, but I'm trying my best to stay on on pace here. What are some of the other things that we like to focus on? Let me flip this camera around. Is these copper areas here. So we take photos of everything that potentially could be disturbed by our cleaner. We got one guy on the ground, one guy on the roof. The guy on the roof, he's applying the cleaner. The guy on the ground is pre-wetting all the plants, getting all of the exterior surfaces post-rinsed, pre-rinsed, and then making sure that the hoses are not getting caught up in, you know, landscaping or causing any possible damage. On the guy on the ground's doing that. The guy on the roof, he's only focused on staying completely 100% safe and applying his solution in a way that doesn't overspray on plants or on the house too much. Let's check in on our test spot here. So I'm intentionally allowing this stuff to dry. I don't want it to, you know, rinse it off right away. So far, so good. No change in color. We're going to continue to walk around and get these downspouts prepped. What else? What else to think about? Okay, maybe I'll do a quick explanation of the products and things I have going on here, like equipment, our theory behind stuff. So this is a blending module. Essentially what it does is it pulls the solution. This is our chem, and this is our water. I could add soaps in here if I wanted to, but I don't ever really find the greatest success doing so. This is our chemical applicator hose, power wash hose, garden hose, pressure washer, 10 gallons a minute, 3,500 PSI. Honda GX 800, best power washer I've ever owned. Right now, this gas-powered pump allows us to apply our solutions at 10 gallons a minute at low pressure, at less than 250 PSI. And so this is designed to take those cleaners, blend it up, and allow us to apply it on the shingles at a rate of, you know, 30, 40, 50%, depending on how cold or wet the shingles are. We can kind of modify that. And when we apply the cleaner, we only paint it on. We paint it on in a way where there's no runoff, there's no excessive overspray. We just want to get the shingles treated with the cleaner. Got 3 tanks over here. I got one 100-gallon tank, another 100-gallon tank, and another 100-gallon tank. This one here holds 100% sodium hypochlorite. The other one is my reverse osmosis DI water, which I got my my reel here. This reel here draws directly from that 100-gallon tank. I can turn my solution on and off right here for the RODI water. Makes windows super purified clean. You just scrub it with a monofilament brush, bronze wool pad, water dries, windows super clean, super easy. And then the next tank is a 50-50 mix, or my rejuvenating oil that I'm going to apply to the shingles after we do the cleaning, after the roof is rinsed if needed. Rinsing a roof isn't 100% needed, but now, this is a ball valve that I use to switch between using my cleaner and my conditioning oil. So what we'll do is we'll switch that and mix that, and then I want to flush out the line accordingly. Usually it takes about 45 seconds for my line to flush out whatever's in there, and then I just bleed out whatever I have on the ground. Wait about 10-15 seconds of actual solution to get through the line, and then I'm able to go onto the roof and spray that roof. So air leaks are the biggest problem on systems like this. Right here, I need to replace this, update it. You can see how I have chemical. I got chemical that's just oozing down. It still works. We're at a job site. So I hope this video is helpful. Sorry for all the rambling. 10 minutes. Wow. If you have any questions, clarifications, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And Look forward to helping anybody that wants to get into this industry, or if you're a homeowner and you live near Beloit, Wisconsin, Madison, Lake Geneva, Rockford, Dixon, Rochelle, Huntley, Lake in the Hills, Barrington. We're here to help you. Eddie, owner-operator, Multi-Man Services. We're helping homeowners preserve and extend the life of their roof by adding an additional 5 years life to a roof when it's at the end of its life. So, and you can add more treatments to the roof for 5, 10 years, 15 years for a fraction of the cost of what it would be to replace your roof. So super awesome benefit. You don't have to go through that life-disrupting roof replacement, and we can just continue to preserve the roof you have, eliminate the amount of waste that goes into landfills, all of the unnecessary transportation costs, and CO2 emissions it takes to manufacture all these shingles back and forth. And so this is what we're passionate about. Hope this video helps. Catch you later.